Hello and welcome to the Antonio Vincent Show. I'm Antonio Vincent, and today I'm sitting down with a young woman who has had to live through the tragedy of parental divorce. Statistics show that of all children born to married parents this year, 50% will experience the divorce of their parents before they reach their 18th birthday. That really touched me because it made me realize that divorce is such a huge problem with countless numbers of families. Joining me today is Sharon. She's a high school student whose parents have been divorced for about 6 years now, and her mother had to endure countless struggles in order to raise her. Sharon, thank you for being here. Now, tell me, why did your parents get divorced?
Well, my parents got divorced for numerous reasons. For one, they fought a lot before they actually decided to get separated. And second, my father was involved with a lot of cheating.
While your parents were divorced, did you still have contact with your father?
No, my father left the country and remarried, so he stayed out of contact with all of us.
And how has your relationship been with your dad since your parents have been divorced?
Well, we didn't talk to our dad for about 5 years, and he recently came back a couple months ago, and he's been trying to catch up with us, learn a lot about us.
Do you ever think that you might have been the cause of the divorce?
Yes and no. My mother was very strict and my father was very lenient, so that caused them to bicker a lot about all of us.
Have your parents ever put you in the middle since the divorce?
Yes, my parents don't get along at all, and my mom would tell me one thing and my dad would tell me another, and it always put me in between their fighting.
Do you ever wish that your parents were still together?
No. I think it's better off that they're divorced. They're happier that way.
Now, how do you think that your parents would be if they were still together today?
I think that they would be very unhappy. While they were together, they fought every day. They never even slept in the same room. So.
Your mother, she had to raise all 6 of you with no job. How did she do that?
Well, luckily for us, my aunt lived in the same area, a couple streets away. So she took us in after my dad left and left us with no money. So she took us in and she took care of us for a couple years.
Has the divorce affected your siblings?
Yes, very much so. They grew up not knowing their dad, because I have 4 little brothers. So they grew up without a dad, just their mom, my aunt, and me.
After having gone through such a life-altering experience, is there anything that you want your parents to know?
I want my parents to know that I love them very dearly, but the way they fight and the way they always make us choose sides, it causes a lot of problems between our household.
What advice can you give to people going through divorce as well?
I would just tell them to stay strong. Their parents love them no matter what happens, no matter what they make them go through, they love them. So stay strong.
Well, thank you for joining me, and thank you for sharing your story, Sharon. That's all the time we have. Be sure to tune in next time when we'll be sitting down with Ashley, who will share her story about wanting to enlist in the United States Armed Forces. We hope to see you next week on The Antonio Vincent Show.